and welcome and hello and welcome each and every one of you to our Power Zoom podcast. I am Anand Kulkarni. I am the co-founder of Power Zoom, and we have with us Nilesh Pathak. I am welcoming Nilesh and welcome to you, Nilesh, to the Power Zoom podcast as well as to Power Zoom itself. Nilesh is has joined us as head of delivery for Power Zoom, and in today's episode we are going to chat with him about his professional journey, about so many other things, right, which are related to Power Zoom.
Definitely.
So Nilesh, as I said, welcome again. And the first thing that we would like to know, that we myself, obviously we know, but probably our audience would like to know, is about yourself, about Nilesh Pathak, about your professional journey. Please go ahead.
Sure. Thank you, Anand, and thanks Power Zoom for giving me this opportunity. I'm Nilesh Pathak. Being as an engineer at heart, I have learned many things since this 23 years of total years of experience, mainly in the IT industry. And when I say IT industry specifically, I've been part of the product delivery as well as the product side of it, and that started with a very small firm in 2001 as a desktop support engineer, which actually landed me to another level of next level of job, which is the database administrator at Bombay Stock Exchange in 2003, and eventually, as I said, being an engineer at heart, your mind doesn't stop you there, which landed me another job in BMC Software, which is one of the best organizations, and I spent almost my major tenure in this industry, in this company, since 2004 till 2015. And right starting from the background as a Sybase DBA, I got this opportunity to work with BMC as a software test engineer, which my journey actually started, and that actually was not sufficient because I always wanted to get some more view of a project, which eventually thought, Anand, that I should be mainly looking into a 360 view of a project.
Okay.
And then my aspirations actually pulled me into the project management world.
Okay.
So in 2007, my journey started as a project manager, which I led almost 3 to 4 major revenue building projects for BMC Software. Then the journey continued until 2015, where I exited out of BMC as a senior project manager. After that, I always wanted to explore new things and the new technologies. So Tata Communication gave me that opportunity to work in the telecom sector of it. So I spent almost 6 years there with Tata Communications. And then another thing that actually struck, that I should look into the financials and the finance sector or the finance domain. Eventually, that actually landed me a job in the Avlara Technologies, which I joined in 2021. And later on, like, the exploration doesn't stop, which landed me with Power Zoom.
Wonderful. Actually, you know what? Your career looks like the business units of a typical IT company, right? So you would have a business unit which is focused on telecom. You would have a largest business unit which is focused on the financial services, the BFSI, banking, financial services, insurance domain. And then obviously the new age IT companies like the one that I was part of previously, are focusing on independent software vendors, right? Which
Absolutely.
is
Correct.
right? And so this is really interesting, right? And so basically what we understand is that you got the breadth, you worked on many different roles, you worked on many different technologies, and you kept on moving, right, across all these things, right? And it is quite interesting to understand the motivation that you had, why you kind of kept on moving, and probably it has something to do with your joining Power Zoom as well.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I definitely would like to mention that being AI first and the remote first, which is the vision, and rather which is the root of a Power Zoom, which actually excited me to look after this opportunity. Then I should explore something in AI, right? Everyone knows about AI and all that. I mean, at least they know the word. But if some company or some organization is actually based on the AI, would certainly help you to like grow more in that direction. That's what actually attracted me towards Power.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's so nice to hear that. So, in your perspective, right? I
Sure.
mean, obviously, Power Zoom, it is evident, right, to everyone, each one of us, that what we are is AI first, remote first, and Microsoft Power Platform as a third dimension. And across these three dimensions, we are going to look at all the different stakeholders, right? So, an employee is a stakeholder, a customer is a stakeholder, partner is a stakeholder. The overall entire ecosystem of services and the solutions, right? So many touch points are there, right? So in your perspective, like you spoke about AI first, right, and remote first. So, what it is that has impacted these trends? I mean, obviously we have all discussed it, and that is how we have come up with this concept. But we would like to know from you, and our audience would like to know from you, why do you think AI first is important, and why do you think remote first is important in today's world?
Absolutely. So that's a really great question. And AI first. Let's start with AI first, right? I mean, every industry or our life is actually getting touched by AI at this point. It is not because that everyone or anyone wanted that in life. It is actually a trend that we wanted to get along with to improve our life quality. And when I say a life quality, actually there are many different angles to that. And considering this technology, the AI first, right? Your mindset behind that actually get changed to think AI, not only from the technology or from a professional perspective, but within your personal life as well. Right? So that actually is the AI first vision that which I think that actually impacted. And second thing is about the remote first, right? I mean, by considering all of this, like climate changes, then there are many other things which everyone is aware at this point, right? What we are contributing to this environment back. That is actually another factor that one should consider while considering a remote first. I mean, there are many angles to that.
Correct.
Out of which this is one of the critical angles one should think of, right? What we are contributing back to this environment. And being a remote, you are actually spending less time in commuting. You're being at home. You definitely are. I mean, you're consuming less fuel to commute, and you're spending a good amount of time with balancing your work. That's actually an impact.
Amazing.
Of an
Amazing. I think when people talk about remote first, they talk about so many different angles.
Yes.
But I think this is a very important angle, and I think people miss out on that angle.
Indeed.
Right? Because I think after the pandemic, I think the priorities that everyone has, something has changed in everyone. I mean, don't you think that it has been a kind of a big event and
Yes, indeed. During this pandemic specifically, I missed that point in earlier question, but yeah, during this pandemic, uh, we we as in this humankind realized that we can our what are our actual needs and what actually are we are striving for, right? So this actually another point we are actually thinking, right, from a remote first angle. And yeah, there are very minimalistic things we can live with.
Correct.
And we really don't need many fancy things to get along with. So remote first is actually that actually outcome of these
Correct.
impact of
Wonderful.
the pandemic.
No, I think this is a wonderful thing. And AI, first also, as you rightly said, right? I think it's like probably the language, right? So people can think in a vernacular language and speak in English language. It is very much evident,
Yeah.
right? But then it's like thinking in an older way, but speaking in AI way will not work. You have to start thinking in an AI way.
That's a wonderful analogy, Anand. Yeah.
Right. So I think that is what. Wonderful. I think this is great. So as a delivery leader now, right, with our Zoom, we are going to start providing solutions to the market, solutions to the customer, right? And what do you think are some of the things that our customers seek, and what do you think is the value that we are going to provide to them, right? Because there are hundreds of thousands of companies, right, solution companies that are there. You chose Power Zoom, obviously. Thank you for that. So there might be a reason, right? And probably one angle of that reason is what value it is that we are providing to the customers. Is there something that we are providing to the customers which is unique? What it is that they are seeking and what it is that we are providing? What is your thought on that?
Definitely. I mean, another good question, Anand. I think the Power Zoom has the ability or the capacity to build a solution on the Microsoft Power Platform, and being Microsoft, right, which is actually heart of many of the industries, as everyone know. Or using this Power Platform, you can implement, you can create very different solutions, right, which actually will serve many problems, solutions to the many problems. And considering this unique technology, there are many integrations which happens with which are rightly there in the Microsoft Power Platform, and AI being a centerpiece of it, right? Everything gets integrated using AI, which definitely is actually an USP for a Power Zoom. Another factor I would mention is that the strength that Power Zoom has, or the skill sets that currently we have at the Power Zoom, and which definitely we are planning to increase day by day.
Right.
That actually, and another thing that, I mean, companies have solution, but I mean, if they do not have any vision or a talent to implement it across the client side, that's certainly not going to work. However, in contrary to that, Power Zoom has both the capabilities. It is not only the solution, but the will and the skills to apply that solution. That it will definitely change this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as we probably, I mean, all of us know that Satya is like fully gung-ho, right, on AI, right?
Yes.
The amount of investment that Microsoft is doing in AI and the co-pilots, and I think all of that is just getting pushed into this Power Platform, which is the kind of ecosystem on which all of these innovations are coming up. So I think
Absolutely. maybe you may never know, Anand, right? This podcast, right? That or maybe next episode or few next episode that might be drive through any co-pilot or any
Yes.
chatbot.
Absolutely, absolutely. There might be a Anand bot talking to the Nilesh bot. Right, the Reid Hoffman has done that.
Yeah.
The real Reid Hoffman and the AI Reid Hoffman have had an interview with each other.
Yeah, right. That was quite interesting.
Yeah. So I think what is probably going to happen, and I totally agree with you on this point, right? So I think what is probably going to happen is that customers are having this need for speed, right?
Yeah.
And so they need some technology on which things can be done quickly. Also, probably nobody is going to do anything without AI anymore, right? While building it as well as while presenting it or giving it to their end customers, whether they are internal or external, right? And then obviously, I think what you are saying is absolutely right. The customers are in need of such solutions, and the platform, as you rightly said, is probably the platform which caters to this. And obviously, the most important thing is the dollars.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think in terms of the services that we are going to provide? Are they going to be economical? How do you see the services coming out? Vis-a-vis what other people probably are doing, our competition is doing.
Okay. As far as the value proposition of our solutions are concerned, I can vouch on this proposition. It's not only the cost currently we are investing on it, but it is the willingness to improve these skill sets, right? To having our talent ready for the market, right? With a full stack kind of a solution, right? Or of a talent. That will be a game changer as far as this value proposition is concerned. No other competitors at this point to Power Zoom has this type of capabilities.
So they may have a Power BI person, they may have Power Automate.
Exactly. They may have a separate pockets, right? Here and there, right? If you ask me right at this point, I mean, do you have a full stack developer, right? With many other. You will find different, like many lakhs of talent available. What about the Power platforms? So that actually we are Power Zoom is building at this point, and that will definitely a game changer. I don't see anywhere actually this is happening.
Wow, this is awesome. I think this brings me to the next question.
Sure.
The next question to you is that, and you started speaking about the talent. So, and specifically this is for the people in our audience, right? Who are looking forward to build their AI first career, right? And they might be watching this podcast and they might be wondering what it is that Power Zoom has, right? That might be helpful for them.
Correct.
So what is the value you think the talent that is joining us, right? Affectionately we call them as Power Zoomers, right? So how can or how does Power Zooms the career?
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, right? AI is a technology helping a technology, right? It is not only helping a technology, but it is actually helping a humankind, right? Talent is being in this part of a big part of this humankind. I think it will definitely increase a value of a talent, right, which is available in the market. And AI being a top trending technologies at this point, and we are attaching it to that specific talent and talent current market, which is actually getting out of these things, will definitely help them to grow in their career in immediate future.
Right. So currently, I think as of now, as we are having this podcast, probably market is not that friendly to the talent, right? As compared to how it was maybe a few years back, right? And as you rightly said, if some of them want to get back into the career, if some of them want to work on AI first, but they, because of whatever reason, right, they may feel that they want to do something else. They, right, somebody may say that I want to really do some social work, which I can do only from a smaller town. Now they will not be able to really come to the office and work.
Exactly.
So that remote first talent,
Yeah.
who are very talented, but will they get an opportunity to work as an AI first engineer? Right? So I think what you are saying is that that talent is going to get that opportunity, and that is probably the primary opportunity.
Primary opportunity that definitely they will get in work on this cutting edge technology.
Right. And what is the in your view this power platform technology and the AI which is embedded in power platform technology? How easy it is to use, and what are the different kinds of how difficult it will be for such people, right? So our podcast is being seen by someone, right, who is at home currently, might have been switching the career, might have taken a gap from the career, might want to get back into the career, might have some part of career in technology, some not in technology, right? And what do you think, what would give them confidence that they can actually get onto this power platform and become AI first engineer?
Okay, that's quite comprehensive question, right? Much loaded with many into it. But as I think this power platform, the architecture or the basic how it is created, it should be easy to use. I mean, the very first thing is that, I mean, with a minimal knowledge of a technology, right? I think most of us will definitely make most use of this power platform, and it is very easy to start. It is very easy to first learn, then to start creating different apps, and you can immediately start contributing to it. I mean, I've seen that. I mean, we spend almost like a couple of years to learn new things or get your degree and start working on it. I mean, certainly that time has passed. We see that. I mean, how quickly you can start giving the results.
Correct.
That is important. And our platform is the platform which enables you to get up to speed or start your outcome of these things very quickly.
Excellent. No, this is really insightful. So basically, in summary, we see that we have these three advantages, right? The first advantage is that because people are remote first,
right,
it is good for economy, it is good for ecology, it is good for their own economy, that they are making money, right?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Working from wherever they want to work from.
Okay.
And it is good for the customers because they get the talented people. Right?
Exactly.
It is good for general productivity and solutions because all of this is AI driven. Right. So AI can be used to make it faster, and AI can be used for the customers to improve their productivity, whatever systems, whatever solution, whatever outcomes that they are going to use.
Right.
And all in all, I think we are probably going to make a better impact, right, on customers, on the power zoomers, the employees,
yes,
and the economy and the ecology.
Ecology of
Great, awesome, great to have you along with us.
Thank you.
Welcome again.
Sure.
And thank you so much, audience, for listening to us. Please come to our website and give us the feedback on below this video. Also there are comments, so you can put your comments over below this video also. Thank you so much.